All right, another thing I'm eliminating and removing from my life is this hair. Just kidding. Hey guys, Lexi here, and well, I have been doing a lot of reflecting this week. So if you guys have been following on the Peony Mail or my socials, you know Peony Pal Mel hasn't been around this week, so I've had to take on a lot more things. And funny part is I didn't take stuff off my plate to alleviate some of the stuff that I'm picking up that usually Peony Pal Mel does. So I was definitely really overbooked this week. But that's okay, it was a learning experience. And this is kind of like what this video is about. A lot of you guys have loved my how to stay positive video and my advice video. I'm always trying to figure out how to better my life and how to be the best version of myself. So I'm really learning how to like live my best life. This actually busy week was a real blessing in disguise because it's made me really pinpoint a lot of things that I would like to eliminate from my life. And it'll just kind of like take the focus from like a macro level to a micro level into like what I do want, and hopefully by eliminating that stuff it kind of takes out all that other junk that's happening that I feel kind of bothers me. It's all about experimenting and figuring out what exactly you want to keep. So knowing all of that, I'm just gonna run to you guys my list, and I encourage you guys to sit down and make a list for yourself as to like what you want to eliminate, or if you want to try mine, go for it as like a base. But you know, a lot of this stuff for me happened this week, in the past 2 weeks, that have kind of bothered me and I didn't know why. But I'm just gonna go ahead and start small, because obviously it's not that easy to just like make this huge drastic change and stop doing it. So I'm just gonna start small, and I'm gonna have 3 things that I'm gonna try to be actively aware on what I'm gonna change. The first one is letting go of excuses. So I have this friend who has an excuse for literally everything, and I don't know why it bothers me so much, but it does. And so I started to take a moment to look within as to why excuses bother me so much. And I think it's because I'm just such a solution-oriented person, or like I just do, and I'm just gonna do it and like figure it out all later, and like if I make a mistake, I make a mistake, whatever, you know, it's not the end of the world. And then it also made me think like, okay, well, maybe there are other parts of my life that I'm using excuses for. And I think there are, I really do. I think there's other parts of my life that I'm making excuses for. Sometimes I'll sit down and like the other night I had 2 bags of chips. I mean, they were the snack bag chips, but like still, you know, I want to eat healthy and I'm trying to eat healthier, and I'm really trying to make active decisions as to like my goal this month is eating or cooking healthy 15 times this month. So it's like half the month. So like eating those chips doesn't help that goal, right? But in my head I was like, well, you know, they're really good. I'm really hungry. I don't feel like cooking. I made all these excuses as to why I should eat the chips. And I freaking sat there, ate the chips, and I had the worst stomach ache for the rest of the night. Was it worth it? Probably not. So then that ruined my whole day the next day, because I didn't sleep well, and if I don't sleep well, my whole day is messed up. So could I have just gotten away with the 1 bag chips? Sure, I'm all about balance, but 2 bags? No, I didn't need it. That's 1. 2, like, it's always so hard to like talk about what you want, because it's really making yourself vulnerable. And so I want to be as authentic of myself as I possibly can and speak my truth, because it's taken a long time for me to get to this point. I want, you know, to share it with people, but people that want to hear it. And so I make all these excuses as to why, like my schedule's too hard, or, you know, these people don't want to collab with me, or whatever. And like those excuses just need to stop. Like I just need to stop, and I just need to make it work somehow and figure it out. So I'm hoping to have more collabs coming up. Like I'm really trying to stop the excuses. And if you're anything like me and it's hard to really figure out where those excuses come from and like why we do them, or even if you are doing them, like I really didn't think I gave excuses, but it turns out I do. I really want to stop with excuses. So I'd like to eliminate excuses from my life. That's like number 1. Number 2, I want to eliminate FOMO, fear of missing out. This is something that I experience a lot. So I love being social with people, I really do, but there's a lot of my life that requires me to be out and be really social and on and all that stuff. And then so there's things I have to say no to, and then I get FOMO that I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm missing out on such a great time. Or there's times where I have to schedule myself some downtime, and then I'll be on Instagram and I'll be like, oh my God, I'm missing out on this, you know? For whatever reason, I need to eliminate freaking FOMO. Because I love to have a good time with everyone, but I also need to make sure that I am being good to myself physically and mentally, and scheduling my downtime and scheduling that time of self-care. Because if I went 1,000 miles per hour like I I want to do, there's a big part of my life that I would miss out on because you're just moving so fast. Also, like, there's nothing more important than what's happening in the present right now. So if I can just breathe and stay in the moment, like, why? Why do I feel that way? I don't know. I guess because I'm afraid that I'm gonna miss out on something super huge, that they're having this most amazing time without me. Most of the time if I do go, I'm really not missing out on much. Then I'm just thinking about my couch and being on my couch and playing a video game or watching a movie. And I have to change my perspective and think, oh, instead of, oh, I'm missing out, like, oh my gosh, I hope they have the best time ever, because I'm having the best time doing whatever it is I'm doing in that moment. So FOMO, see you later. Happy to get rid of you. All right, another thing I am eliminating and removing from my life is this hair. Just kidding. is packing up my schedule. This week has taught me, if I packed my schedule like I did this week, I will not only age myself incredibly fast, but I will literally go insane in the membrane, because you just need time. You need to schedule out time. You need to have spontaneous time. You need to have fun time to do whatever it is you want to do. Knowing that, I will eliminate packing my schedule. If it doesn't get done, it's okay. Okay, be okay with yourself. Be okay with that. And it's okay to schedule out and have some fun. Just be okay with that, Lex. And I know, cause like I like to work hard. I like to put my nose down, work hard and grind it out and just get my stuff done. And I won't stop until I get it done. And I realized, you know what? For what? What's the point? So if I do that and I work, like I do love to work hard, but in the moments that I work hard, I'm just gonna work really hard. But also, like, I don't want my life to just be like me constantly answering emails back at like 11 p.m. at night. Like, no. So I'm going to eliminate packing my schedule. I don't have to do that. There's some days that you want to work really hard and there's other days that like you don't. So I think it's just finding the right balance. But for me, I like packing my schedule every day to the max is not a healthy lifestyle for myself. And I know that, and I'm gonna start being a little bit more cautious of that. So those are the 3 things that I'm gonna concentrate on for this next month. Excuses, eliminating FOMO, and not packing my schedule. Some of the other things that I have on my list is I wanna stop complaining, but that's a really hard one. I feel like that's one that I just need to focus on. The next one is comparing myself, you know, like why this YouTuber has grown so much faster than me, or, you know, like all that stuff. I just need to stop comparing myself and just, you know, just be happy with where I am and find that happiness, which I'm super happy with where I am. How I grow is how I grow, and that's just my journey, and that's just what's meant for me. The other one is playing small. My friend Michelle actually told me this one. She wants to stop eliminating playing small, or she wants to start eliminating to playing small, like, you know, not letting your light shine as bright as it possibly can for other people. And it doesn't mean like you have to brag about yourself or boast about yourself or like convince people that you're this awesome person. I just think also it doesn't mean, you know, not telling people, not sharing your joys, not sharing your successes, and not sharing who you really are, and just being who you really are and being confident in that, and play off and not having to like dim your light for anyone. But anyways, that's kind of things, you guys know my 3 things that I'd like to eliminate, but that's kind of the list that I'm starting to form. If it makes me feel better, if it helps me deal with like outside variables a little bit better. Yeah, I think these are like really great questions to be asking yourself. Like, I hope you guys do the same. I'd love to hear what you guys would like to try to eliminate, if you're gonna try any stuff on my list, or if you've come up with your own list. Let me know in the comments below. I would really, really love to hear that. Let's just try it and see what happens, you guys. Let's get crazy. Let's get nutty. Let's transform. Let's evolve. Let's do it. Yeah, so I'll see you guys next time. Bye. If you guys liked this video, go ahead and hit that like button. Also, let me know in the comments below what you'll be removing from your life to make your life better. And if you guys haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please be sure to do so. Why? Because we post videos here every single week, and I don't want you to miss one. See you in the chat. Bye.